when you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path. On the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline Passport and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Hey, this is Cody Custer, 1992 world champion here at 8 Seconds of Glory bull riding. I've got Rick Young with me, one of my heroes. It was a bullfighter most of my career, and James Pierce, same deal. These guys were bullfighters that saved our lives, and we're just excited to be here at 8 Seconds of Glory. This is a bull riding that benefits the just self-awareness of early detection for cancer, and it's a really good cause here. I told James I'd be back here as long as I'm able. I'll be coming back to this deal, and it's a really exciting night. There's a lot of young guys that come here. Bull riding action is really exciting, and heck, we invite you back. We do Thibodeau in August and Houma in January every year. So don't miss it, man. It's a really good show. We're excited to be here, and we love what it represents.
They don't know.
You know, in my career of fighting bulls for 25 years, that when I was a little boy, I used to watch this guy on the side of me, Rick Young, in Baton Rouge at the 4-H show, and and in the middle of that, I grew up in the manner of wanting to rodeo for a living. So I did it. I mean, I succeeded at it. It was kind of cool that you got to work with your heroes, and you got to save your buddies that you end up being best of friends, like Cody Custard, or fighting bulls with Rob Smets. But what the coolest thing is having people like Rick Young and Rudy Burns that not only I got to work with in the production part of this, according to 8 Seconds, I got to hire them. And how cool it is to pay your friends to come be a part of this, you know? Why they're a part of it? Because it was the best. They were the best of all PRCA. Rick Young did a rodeo for 62 years straight in Sikeston, Missouri. Nobody would ever come to that feat. Same thing as Cody Custard. There is no one in the world of that year he won the world that's going to match it. Why he's not going to match it? Because he has the gold buckle. He won it. He did it all. You know, and it happens every year in pro rodeo. Somebody's going to win the world. And here we are at 8 Seconds of Glory. Somebody is going to win 8 Seconds of Glory with a buckle, a good sum of money, and everything. And we bring a outstanding opening that doesn't really fit the glamour of the ruggedness or whatever bull riding. We bring some grace to it, because there is a grace to it, because it's a glory. And in the same midst of this, we bring some of the best people in the world, not only to support it, but the same thing as the sponsors. We have came to a part of sponsors that have grown so much that we are so appreciated of the welcome of them. And the fans, that's why we bring the breasts of Cody Custer, Rob Smets, Rick Young, Donnie Sparks was here, and everything there is. But Rick Young will live forever, my hero.
I'm 91. I ain't got much time. I don't even buy green bananas no more. But what really kept me young is I married a young woman.
Yeah, she complains about a buckle that makes his back cold. Yeah. But he's only 91 years old.
And she's 90. So I love younger women. 91 years old, and my wife's
90 years young, but he was an Asian Cajun. Before he was a raging Cajun. It's like Cody. I watched Cody for a long time, and I watched him conquer every bad person, every bad bull, every bad stock contractor, and he won the world. Why? His self-preservation made it. No matter if he got a black eye, busted lip, stitches, broke ribs, or whatever, he survived to conquer. And that's what rodeo's about. Rodeo's about something that you're facing in a manner that people don't understand in any manner of if you want to call them demons or not, or you just want to call them avenues. It is such a grace to conquer, to have one buckle that says you're the world champion. And Cody did it. And I mean, how can you not refuse that? Same thing with Rob. He challenged it 5 times. Cody did it more than once, but he won it. And you just can't beat that.
So tonight, I think that my favorite part, I rode bulls for a living, and my favorite part is seeing those young kids step up and really come to ride. So I get really excited and can't do anything about it except just cheer. So it is really exciting for me. But and this bull riding's always been that for me. The reason I do this or even got into it, I grew up in a ranching family. My granddad, my uncle, my mom, my dad, we all were involved. And it's just been from the time I went on a roundup when I was 4 years old, rode my own horse, and I've been in love with the lifestyle ever since. And I'm able to stay involved by helping with production and doing youth events and putting on clinics to help young guys that are learning how to ride. So that's the way I give back to it, and I love it. I love it with all my heart. Always will.
That's amazing. One thing I do want to ask you too, you had a close call with one of the bulls coming around that gate. I saw you hop over quick. So my question is, because I have always wondered this, a personal thing, what goes through your head in that moment when that bull's coming towards you?
Okay, so the incident you're talking about was I saw it all unfolding, and I got over the fence and the other guy didn't. So I was faster. I was just faster than the other guy.
At that point, there's no time for thinking. Just do something. Get out the way.
Yeah, it's self-preservation. You got to get out of the way.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
No, I was very blessed. The good Lord gave me a body that I could run. I could get old, And I never did rodeo when I was going to high school. My dad wouldn't let me. I always played football, basketball, baseball, and run track. And so I went to LSU. I always wanted to play football for LSU, but I was too small. And so I went there, and then I got on the Block and Bridle Club, and become riding barebacks and bulls, and then become a rodeo clown. And that's where I started. But I was very fortunate. I really had 2 careers. I've rodeoed for 70 years in a row. And first 35, I was a raging Cajun, fought bulls all over the country. Even went to Hawaii, fought bulls in the hula skirt in Maui, Hawaii.
You're still doing that?
Bull knocked me down and eat my skirt off me, thought I was a bale of hay. I didn't know you're supposed to wear clothes underneath that. That was the hit of the rodeo. Then the next 35, when I felt myself slowing down a little bit, because Cody, every time he'd get on a bull to get off, he'd fall on me. So I knew it was going to shorten my career. I'm sure glad you could. But then the next 35 years, I started working the barrel. So I was really fortunate and blessed, and got a good woman, been married to her 51 years, got 5 kids. So I didn't clown all the time, I got serious, but we raised 5 kids in rodeo. Rodeo's been fine to me, and it's blessed me with a good living, and I just really love it. I love Rudy Burns. I love comedy, and I love to have fun. My whole family is the same way. We have fun. We enjoy ourselves. And you know, if you're not enjoying yourself, don't come around me because I'm going to have fun, you know. So Rudy was one of the top rodeo clowns in the business and entertaining the people and everything. And this is one of the best bull ridings that I've been to and I've seen. And James Pierce, you know, he's talking about me being his hero. He's mine because he really puts on a production. And you go to so many rodeos that don't have nothing, but James Pierce is always thinking ahead and doing something to get. You got to satisfy those people in the stands. If you don't, it's not going to be a success. And years ago, that's what we had trouble with the Cowboys getting out and promoting rodeo. You know, they want to come in and ride and take on off, you know, but you got to promote, you got to talk to the people. So, and it's getting better and better with that. And Cody's done a great job with his schools and teaching these kids the proper way to do things, you know. And I went to school of hard knocks. I had to teach myself. But to me, that's the easiest thing to learn is how to fight bulls. Because the first time they hook you, you know that ain't the way to do it. You'll figure it out. But we love to laugh. The French culture, you know, is bred into us, and we like to have fun. Everybody in our part of the country. This is the greatest country in the world for entertainment and rodeo and having a good time. But everybody laughs, you know, so that's the story of our life.
Be honest with you, my favorite part tonight is people like, you know, Cody and Rick, that even it's a paid job for them or whatever, it's like my friends to come down South Louisiana, and my manner of we live so far from rodeo itself. My inspiration is to bring it here, and we have for years. With like I said earlier, early Texas Saves Lives, which 10.5 years later, I'm still here, you know, going through cancer. But it's to for the people that are non-educated in a manner on a professional level, I tried to bring it in their face. And, you know, one is to have people like Cody Custard and Rick Young, Ralph Smets, and Clint Alamon that really like, you know, from here, that brings it to a level that people are kind of like in your face. Not in a matter of force, it's a matter of, it's a complete production you see on TV live. You know, my thing is to bring something on a level that I made a living out of for 25 years that I can bring home. And not many people can say that. Same thing as, you know, making a living and working with your heroes and then hiring your heroes. Not many people can say that too. And then you're making friends with the best in the world. You know, that's like lifelong friends that no matter what there is, you call them or they find out they're there. You know, that's a very good option in our world that's kind of not recognized like it is today. And our country is starting to get back to our country. And our country needs to back ourselves. And that's a major thing, no matter if it's television, radio, newspaper, or live things, that our country is back to ourselves. But my thing is to bring something back on my level, on my hometown, and bring my heroes around.
Good afternoon, folks. Dean Schwest with the Houma Terrebonne Barry P. Balvalan Civic Center here. We love having this event here. I got my friend James here that puts this event on, James Pierce. Without him, we could not make this happen, folks. He's the driving force behind this. All I do is give him the facility and let him run with it. But it has become one of the only full family-oriented events for the public that we still have here. A lot of events have become private because of the situation, and that's great as well, but we keep this place packed, but nothing like this event here. Full family, fun event, and like I tell you, I was here earlier at 10 o'clock. They had mutton busting for the kids. It was a blast to watch them kids enjoy themselves with the petting zoo and riding horses and roping. It was an amazing day in full, and I can't thank James enough for it.
You know, Dean came into this business and he was appointed as a director at the Civic Center, and it kind of we kind of clashed together in a manner of bringing something to Houma on a level, on a whatever level you want to call it, that the troops, as you would say, that work for Dean, or just the troops that works for this event, is just amazing. Everybody is out in a manner of making this a professional event. They're the best it could be, no matter if it's lights, custodians, whatever there is, that the people are happy. And if the people are happy, they show up. And it shows every year. I mean, we're almost selling out. Yeah. And how cool is that?
We had 3,000 people in here tonight, folks. We had 3,000 people come through that door tonight. That's an amazing number for this facility. So can't complain. Stadium was packed. I had so many people walk up to me and tell me how much they love the event. First timers. I've had people walk up to me and said they've been coming for 4 or 5 years and they still continue to come because it's a blast for them. So that's what really makes me feel good, is when I see these folks walk up to me and tell me thank you for bringing us to the Terrebonne Parish.
It is a complete team effort for everyone, because it's not a selfish event. It is a complete entertainment event in a manner of bringing world champions to bringing local people in a manner of making it right for our people. And our people, if we're happy, the world's always happy, because that's a Louisiana thing. You know, Mardi Gras is coming up. We had Christmas, we had New Year's, we got bull riding, now we got Mardi Gras. You can't get no better than that.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
My name's Brent Gluck, former professional bull rider. Been judging 8 seconds for me and James. Were trying to figure it up earlier. I think I've been judging this bull riding for about 12 years now. We come down every year for that. And then this is one of my counterpart judges here.
I'm Donnie Sparks, and James and I fought bulls together back in the day. 20 years professionally for me, and I get to come see James to work this good occasion. I've been doing it, this is my 4th year, and it's for a good cause.
Well, I mean, I judge for the PBR, and I judge a few other events, and I shoot boss quite a few events. And James's events his events are always a great show. You want to come out and watch some great bull rides, you know, great acts. You've got Rudy Burns. You know, it's just a great show when you want to come. And if you missed it, you should have been here.
I believe that it's unbelievable, the community that supports this event like it does. Every year I've been here, it's been a great crowd. You can't beat it. Believe it or not, the bulls were pretty even tonight, and we had some good pilots, had some good riding. I mean, it wasn't like everybody bucked off, and the bulls, you know, outranked the guys. You know, they matched up pretty well.
It was a good bull riding. I mean, you didn't see any rock star bulls where we had to go to 90 points or nothing, but you saw a lot of really, really, really good bull rides tonight. You know, a lot of bull ridings that I get to go to, you might only see 1 or 2, maybe 5 rides, something like that. And, you know, here I think tonight you probably saw, 13, 14 bull rides, maybe more.
All right, my name is Ethan Johnson, professional rodeo bullfighter, and I'm here in Houma, Louisiana. Best show on dirt. I've been bullfighting for around 10 years now. Last August marked 10 years for me, so just shy of a third of my life been doing this. So. Man, this one is nothing but bull riding action. There's all these different contractors bringing their best bulls to compete as well, so it's competition on every level. And so being around these guys makes it the best.
So what goes through your mind whenever bulls coming at you?
You know, if my dad said if you get caught thinking, then you're already late. So we kind of have to practice outside the arena and make our muscles kind of remember to do it, because as soon as our mind's slower than them bulls are. So as soon as we're thinking, we're probably late. But I just kind of try not to get run over too much, try not to get in the way. So,
you know, going back to what we're saying on a professional level, it was kind of cool. I fought bulls against Donnie Sparks. Never won a gold buckle. was the best because they made it look too easy. I mean, there was two guys in the 80s. There was a guy named Steve Mowry, never won a buckle, that kind of raised the bar. And, you know, Donnie Sparks did. And Donnie never won a world with a buckle, but he won a world with the real people that fought bulls, right? And in that manner, he is recognized as one of the best on his peers. And you really can't, you can't get away from that. And going, it's kind of cool about this whole thing about, we're talking about family. His dad used to fight bulls for me when I was riding. Fought bulls against Donnie Sparks. And the two other kids, Rope and Ryder Rich, I fought bulls with their daddy forever. And it's how cool is that? Besides,
in trouble with him too.
Right. How cool is that you fight bulls, as a partnership and a brotherhood that you hire their kids. Same thing with the Rick Young.
Yep.
You hire your heroes to work with you. Now you're hiring your friends' kids.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is rodeo? And that's why we can, really consider it a very family-oriented,
Close-knit.
Absolutely.
close-knit.
I always say you don't make friends in rodeo, you make family. So
Sure do.
Man, it's that big. And, Donnie Sparks and I have been friends forever. From drinking beer to drinking wine to sweating to bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. From sweating to bleeding to patting each other on the back because that's all we had. And here it is. My friends are down here in Houma, Louisiana, of some major marks of pro rodeo that are here. And now we got a generation down that's making their marks in pro rodeo that we bring to Houma and Thibodeau. My final words?
see you in Thibodeau.
See you in Thibodeau August 16th, and I'll see you next year in Houma.
Woo!
Thank y'all.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.